Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
The second all-time meeting between these historic schools and the first since 2003 has the Otterbein University Cardinals taking aim with your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello everyone and welcome into the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center, where my partner Sean Whitmer, myself, Jack White, and our station to bring you this women's basketball game here on Adrian College TV. The Cardinals coming with the respectable 2-2 record, coming off a close defeat last night at Alma College. As for Adrian, they are looking for their first 4-1 start since 2019, and head coach Sam Miller looks to have these girls playing some really impressive basketball.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the Cardinals coming in off of that loss last night to Alma, taking a look at some of the other games they've played this season, in both of their wins, they've had to put up 80 points. If they haven't put up 80 points, they've lost the game. And I think if you're the Bulldogs, you understand that in order to come out victorious in this contest, you need to stop the Cardinals from putting points on the board.
Yeah, the Cardinals with 46 points yesterday at Alma. That's obviously not going to do it. Digging into some of the head coach stats over here, Sam Miller, for the Bulldogs into his second year, has a 10-20 record overall. He has that NCAA Division I experience at the most recent role, being assistant coach and director of scouting video operations for UNC women's basketball. He did play for AC way back when, where he earned a bachelor's in marketing from Adrian and a master's in coaching sport performance for Western Michigan. We'll quickly flip over to Otterbein here before starting lineups commence. Their head coach, Diana Knowles, 2004 is a Hall of Famer and Otterbein's all-time assist leader as she enters her 7th season at the helm with a 79-68 record. Previously coached at Ohio Dominican, volunteered at Otterbein as a player. She was a 3-time All-OAC standout, All-American, and the only Otterbein player with 1,000-plus points, 500-plus rebounds, and 500-plus assists. For Otterbein, looking at some of the player statistics, it's really Kyla Irby leads them in points, 14, and then it's the freshman center, Cameron Sparks, who's done it on the glass and from the field, shooting 55%. And adding 8.8 rebounds per game.
Yeah, and that 55% has led her to 10.5 points per game. She has turned the ball over a little bit more than you'd like out of your center, but 4 steals, no blocks, showing she has active hands, but nobody's really testing her inside the paint.
Yeah, for the Bulldogs, they have 3 players averaging 12 or more. It's Morgan Babb and then Lish for the Bulldogs, sort of a collaborative effort. So we're going to take a short break here for the national anthem. Come back, have starting lineups next on Adrian College TV.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
And we are back here on Adrian College TV, just getting underway with starting lineups for Otterbein. It will be Kiera Hudgens leading it off, number 1. Kyla Irby, number 20. Mentioned her in the opener. He's starting once again. Abby Rawlings get a start here. Going through Madeline Steck-Schulte. Try to make sure, don't mispronounce that one. And then obviously we have the freshman Cameron Starks standing tall at 6 foot.
Yeah, it's a taller front court there for the Cardinals as they're going to look to use that size, grab some rebounds, and really see if they can push the tempo.
Here's Schultz. Lish will start once again. Morgan Babb, we've said her name quite often. She's been spectacular. Aubrey X getting in another start. Ashlyn Moorhead will round it off, the freshman. We're just set to get underway. I'll throw it to you. Any final thoughts before we get underway?
I think for the Bulldogs, you really got to limit the turnovers here, as 2 of your best assist players, and Morgan Babb has 10 assists, and Ashlyn Moorhead, who has 8 assists, they combined for 22 turnovers on the season so far. That's just a number that you can't really afford to give up on, as points off turnovers coming into this game for the Cardinals. They average 16.5 points off turnovers, whereas the Bulldogs average 17 turnovers a game, and they only average 15.5 points off.
Aubrey X will jump it up for the Bulldogs. Cameron Sparks for Otterbein. Otterbein coming off that tough loss yesterday, only putting up 46 points. They will look to build off of that. Bulldogs will look to get their 4th win of the year, and we are off. Sort of a scramble tip is gathered in by Hannah Lish for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs will start off the possession. Ashlyn Moorhead dribbling it right now. Has Morgan Babb, likes to kick it out to Schultz. Swung over here, Hannah Lish. She's going to drive baseline, go up into contact. Doesn't get the whistle, but does get the points. Bulldogs on the board first.
Yeah, it's a great job fighting through contact there, trying to get the set, and unfortunately wasn't able to.
Hudgens for Otterbein. Kicks it back out to Rawlings. Flips it over to Irby. She's going to dribble down the lane, kick it out. Right into Cameron Sparks. We expect to see a lot of her. Out to Irby. She's going to take a mid-ranger. Bounces off, rebound to Ashlyn Moorhead.
Would have liked to see Sparks fight over to try to get that offensive rebound and set things back up for the Cardinals. Instead, the Bulldogs are rolling.
Moorhead kicks it out to Ix. Back into Babb. She's going to go straight up. Short. Does tip the rebound. They're going to call an over-the-back foul on Morgan Babb. Something you really don't want to see early. One of your better players getting a ticky-tack foul all the way at the other end from the basket.
Yeah, especially in a contest like this where those ticky-tack fouls could really lead to a player sitting down and being out for the rest of the contest.
Sparks, dribble handoff with Rawlings, back to Sparks. Excuse me, that's Stetschult. Thought about it, doesn't take it. Rawlings does, rims out right there. Sparks for the rebound, up and an and one. And that's Morgan Babb's second foul. Minute and 26 seconds into this one.
Not only her second foul, but it's an and one that she just gave up. Sparks has a chance to carry this team to a 1-point lead.
Lauren Barkiewicz will check in, obviously. Can't really play with two fouls, especially a minute and 26 seconds in. Life just got a little bit more hard for the Bulldogs. It's the freshman averaging 10 and 8. Look to convert the three-point play, and she does.
As the Bulldogs are getting pressured here, if they're going to beat this trap, they are going to need to push the tempo a lot faster than they are.
And Moorhead spinning with it, cuts back door, a nice pass there. Lish lost it, gets it back, throws it up off the back iron, rebounded by Steckschulte. Rawlings up with it. Drives into the paint, elects not to shoot. Back over to Irby. She drives in, spins, looks like she walked, and she did. Bulldogs force that turnover.
Going back to that previous play for the Bulldogs, if you're Hannah Lish, you're cutting in and you fumble with the ball, you need to pass it back out. Don't take the shot on two defenders, especially two taller defenders. Just forcing things there for the Bulldogs.
Moorhead bringing it up once again. Throws it into Ix. Kicks it out to Barkowitz. Excuse me. Back to Moorhead, deflected away by Rawlings. Moorhead gets it back, 10 to shoot. She's going to drive, take it herself, spins into contact, throws up a sort of a prayer there. Rebound is loose for the taking, and we'll say it will go off of Barkowitz. Otterbein basketball. So we get a few substitutions here early on.
Yeah, and Barkowitz just came in trying to break it up. I don't think she thought she was going to be able to get the rebound. I think she was more anticipating just pushing that ball out of bounds, allowing her team to make some substitutions and limiting the transition opportunities.
See our first look at Ignatoski for the Bulldogs. Hudgens dribbles it off. Sparks with it. Dribble handoff. Walburn. Nice ball movement here from the Cardinals. Dribbled into a lot of bodies. Referee should call jump ball, and he does. Possession arrow is with the Cardinals as they will retain 7 seconds on that shot clock. Hudgens will take it out of bounds. Throws it in quickly to Irby. Gets it back. Hudgens on a nice pick and pop. Rebound is there for the taking. Another foul called. They're going to say no. Shot clock violation. I guess that shot from, I believe it was Hudgens, did not hit the iron. Bulldogs forcing another turnover.
As Barkowitz came in for kind of that spark plug off the bench, and now she's already sitting down. Just a short stint on the court for her.
Taken by Ignatoski for the Bulldogs. Throws it across, Hannah Lish with it. Lish calling for a screen. It's a good one set. Referee doesn't think so. Be an offensive foul on Aubrey Ix, her first of the game.
When you're setting a screen like that for the pick and roll, you really can't afford to extend your arms into the contact. They're always going to call that an illegal screen because you're pushing the other player off.
Hudgens with it again. A lot of movement, this Cardinal offense. Irby gets it into Sparks. She's going to go right up. Too easy for Cameron Sparks, and she's got all 5 points early for the Cardinals.
A lot of full court pressure for the Cardinals so far, and the Bulldogs really aren't capitalizing on some of the screamers down the court.
And Lish gives it off. First look at Darby Linerth. Nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Hannah Lish. 10 to shoot. She drives down the lane, kicks it out. Referee's going to call a walk on the Bulldogs. Really no rhythm for either team early. Just turnover back and forth.
If you're Hannah Lish, yes, you've averaged a lot so far this season. You're one of the leaders for this team, but you also have 7 assists, and you don't turn the ball over that often. Maybe she should just be taking on more of that point guard-esque role, trying to create for her teammates instead of looking for so many opportunities herself at the basket.
Rawlings this time takes it up. Hudgens takes a seat. Walburn right back to Rawlings. Her three rims out. Ball is loose for the taking. Rebounded by the Bulldogs in Linerth. Brings it up, dishes it off to Lish. Right into the paint to Ix. Going to call a foul on Cameron Sparks. Be her first. Bulldogs will get it thrown at the boundary. 20 on the shot clock.
They really aren't running the risk with Sparks pulling her out after only 1 foul. And I think this is, if you're the Bulldogs, this is when you need to capitalize. They don't have somebody as tall down low.
Moorhead inbounds it. Barkiewicz into the post, going straight up, rimming out. Aubrey Ix, a good look there. Now here go the Cardinals. Left to right. Rawlings, a lot of dribbling out here. Passes it in, and a nice anticipation play by Barkiewicz. She gets the steal. Bulldogs looking to score in transition. Barkiewicz with it now, getting pressured. Throws it to the corner. Moorhead. Lish is going to take it, or excuse me, it's not Lish. Ix will take it. Aubrey Ix gets her first points on the board. 5-4 as we hit that 5-minute mark in the opening quarter. Rawlings with it up at the top. Kicks into the corner. Tough little angle shot there, rebounded by Schultz for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs are really taking their time in transition. You're down by 1, and it's been a slow game. You really need to start pushing the tempo.
Barkiewicz hits Moorhead, gets it taken away, popped it in the air. Rawlings comes down with it. Passes it across a free lane here for Mosher. She takes that, makes it. Bulldogs, a few things to clean up here early as Moorhead crosses the center line. Kicks it out to Linerth. Into Schultz. Back in. Up on it. Will get a foul call this time. Is Aubrey Ix. Bulldogs will head to the charity stripe for the first time.
Yeah, that's a situation there where if you're wondering why would Ix shoot that despite knowing that she has so much contact on her, it's because she knows she can reach through and get that rip-through move, causing the penalty and getting the free shot.
Our first media timeout. We'll take a short break. Do not go anywhere. 4:07 left in this first quarter of action. You're watching on Adrian College TV.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report most innovative institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
Welcome back on ACTV, first quarter action. Cardinals and Bulldogs. Just want to take a moment, stay connected with all the action by following @AdrianCollegeTV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. Follow at AdrianCollegeTV today. Sort of a slower start in this one. Both teams still really looking to get their footing. Bulldogs with only 4 points in 6 minutes. Now they finally do get to the line. Really going to have to do better on offense to sort of start scoring this ball.
Well, they've really struggled with the size of Cameron Sparks so far in this game. Might not seem like a lot, but when you're 6 foot playing the center down there, grabbing rebounds as often and as aggressively as she has so far in this game, that's been the difference maker against these Bulldogs.
Mix will take a look. Makes the first. Bulldogs clawing back now 7-5, looking to make it a 1-point game. Off the back iron. Nice rebound there by Schultz. Kicks it back out to Lish. Right back to Schultz. Open layup. Tie game just like that. Azava Schultz on the offensive rebound ties this one up. Right back is the Cardinals. Tough shot there. Looked like got a piece of it. Was Ignatoski. Will be Cardinal ball on the baseline.
Yeah, that'll go in the books as a block for the Bulldogs. They average 1.8 blocks a game. They've already grabbed one here in the first quarter.
Passed out. Walburn all the way back to the center court. Pass it across to Rawlings. Rawlings, a lot of dribbling. 5 on the shot clock. I believe that's going to be stripped out of bounds. Another nice defensive play this time by Ashlyn Moorhead. Only 4 to shoot for the Cardinals. Rawlings the inbounder. Passes it across. Tough angle shot off the base of the backboard. That will be a shot clock violation. Bulldog defense getting another turnover against this Cardinal offense.
Yeah, that's the second shot clock violation in this game for the Cardinals, as there was a shot clock error. The shot clock started winding prior to the ball being inbounded, so
referees maybe adding time. Everyone kind of looking up at the scoreboard right now.
I believe that is what is happening. Yes, 10 seconds added. Shot clock and game clock were both running for about 10 seconds. Ball never got inbounded, as the Bulldogs need to work this in better. When they're getting trapped as well as as aggressively as they are, they have to inbound the ball better.
Moorhead has screens to pick from. Chooses Iggs. Pick and pop. Schultz the 3. That's off the back iron. Ball is loose. Iggs gets the rebound. Tough angle. Kicks it out to Moorhead. Her mid-ranger. Banked it in off the high glass. Some angle there. Cardinals coming right back at it as Walburn. Rawlings. Dribble handoff with Mosher. Back to Rawlings. Thought about the 3. Now she's going to take a long 2. Does get the friendly roll. Now both offenses are starting to come alive. Tough inbound pass to Moorhead. Pass it back to Schultz. Back to Moorhead. Moorhead with it. Backdoor cutting. Schultz taken away by Rawlings. Going to go up. Gets the whistle. Does not get the basket. Ashlyn Moorhead will pick up the foul. So Abby Rawlings will shoot 2.
That's a really bad pass if you're the Bulldogs. You have someone cutting down the lane and you elect to pass the ball to the wing where your teammate is fully guarded. They are face guarding your teammate, taking away the pass. That's the person you elect to go to, and it's not like it was lofted up over the head or anything. It was directly beelined straight into the hand of Rawlings.
Rawlings converts in the first. First in the second. I don't think either shot touched the rim. Now the Bulldogs. Final 2 minutes and 15 seconds of this opening quarter. Moorhead will dribble it up. Wish back in the game. Linerth finds Moorhead. She's going to take a high arcing 3 off the front iron. Now taken, and Abby Rawlings is off once again. Rawlings, tough pass there, tried to hit Irby. Another turnover there. Bulldogs get it right back. Down to 2, Ashlyn Moorhead. Again, Abby Rollins picking her up right away. Lish finds Schultz. Back to Moorhead, into Ix. A lot of movement down there. Ball is loose. Schultz with another offensive rebound. Picks it up, and she will shoot 2.
Yeah, the offensive rebounds have been what's affected this game so far. We've seen Sparks get one on the other end, immediately get the putback. We've seen 2 down on this end that have immediately led to, well, the first one led to points. This one leads to a free throw, so.
Schultz converts on the first. Does not on the second. Referee blows the whistle. It's going to be a foul on, it's either going to be Hannah Lish or Darby Linearth. Regardless, it's going to be a foul at the other basket. Now, Cardinals in the bonus will get free throws out of it. So Maddie Walburn will head to the line.
I believe it was over the back.
And a good-looking free throw there, Maddie Walburn. Otterbein now 4 for 4 from the line early. Converts. Ava Schultz, 5'10" forward, is going to bring this one up. Line Earth, and now they will reset Ashlyn Moorhead. Right on top of that Bulldog logo. Tough pass on the boundary. Line Earth getting trapped, just gets rid of it. Moorhead, she was stepping on that baseline. Will be another turnover for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have been really sloppy with the ball so far in this game. Both teams had 4 turnovers prior to that one. That was the Bulldogs' 5th. So 9 turnovers in just the first quarter of action.
Yeah, you saw head coach Sam Miller voicing his displeasure there. It's Kiara Hutchins with it. It's ahead of steam. A lot of dribbling going on. Passes to the corner. Gets it right back. Hutchins drives, kicks to Irby. Short. Ball is loose for the taking, and it will be out of bounds off Kiara Hutchins. Bulldog basketball.
Bulldogs look to be running a zone concept on defense, and that works great, but when you're going to leave that backdoor mid-range wide open in the short corner, might not have burned you yet, but it will.
Anna Lish with it now, getting hounded once again by Abby Rollins. Now the double comes once again. She steps through. A foul will be called. Bulldogs are going to have to make some adjustments after this quarter. The trap, two girls go high. Trap Hannah Lish. Bulldogs not really sure what they're supposed to do. Ava Schultz inbounds that. Pop, Hannah Lish 3. That's off the back iron. Schultz jumps up. Can't get it this time. Now caught of 1 second difference, game clock and shot clock. See if the Cardinals notice that and take for this last shot. A lot of dribbling on the outside. Now under 15 to go. Terry gives it to Rawlings. She checks the clock. Now we're under 10. 5 to shoot. Rawlings is going to dribble drive. It's going to be kicked, I believe, by Ava Schultz. I believe that's going to reset the shot clock. Regardless, there's 4.5 seconds to go, and I think this is the last possession. Shot clock is now off. Rawlings will inbound. Just goes right in to the paint. Shot up by Terry off the glass. Bulldog, I believe Moorhead got the rebound, couldn't do anything with it. Sort of a defensive battle here in the first quarter. Ends 13-10 for the Cardinals. A lot of adjustments are going to have to be made on both sides of the ball, really, for both teams.
Yeah, you say defensive battle. I mean, there's been 9 turnovers, but there's only been 3 steals. 6 of those turnovers are just errant passes, stepping out of bounds, stuff like that that you just really can't have in a game situation like this. The Bulldogs need to transition better, and they need to break the trap. The way you break that is you have someone scream up the middle of the court, create an opening for you to make that quick pass, and then you run past them, and you run almost a given set from the half court, not waiting until you get all the way to your three-point line before you start running a play.
Yeah, both teams 4 for 12. It's good for 33.3% in the opening quarter. I'm sure both of these teams will look to get the offense going. We'll take a short break. Have more women's basketball next on Adrian College TV. Welcome back on ACTV. Bulldogs and Cardinals set for second quarter action at the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center. Morgan Babb does come back on. She did get those 2 quick early fouls. Maybe that disrupted the Bulldogs' offensive flow early in this one.
Yeah, it's felt like the Bulldogs have wanted to run with a little bit of a taller front court, having Babb, Schultz, and Ix.
Hannah Lish with it now. To Babb, look to get it inside to Ix. Schultz was open under the basket. Ix was preoccupied, out to Babb. That fakes the shot, dribbles in. Really nowhere to go again. 5 on the shot clock, kicks it out to Lish. She's gonna shoot a 3 at the buzzer. It's off the rim, rebounded by Ava Schultz once again. Kicked it back out to Lish. Bulldogs reset. Lish thought about that one, looked like a travel. Ball is loose out to Morgan Babb. Leaves it to Ashlyn Moorhead. She's going to dribble in. Got the height advantage on Rawlings. Again, though, nowhere to go. 3 seconds to shoot. Backdoor cut at the buzzer. Hannah Lish. The Bulldogs taking 50 seconds. They do score on that possession.
That's an absolutely ridiculous possession. And if you're the Cardinals, you are reeling right now. You just played great defense for 49 seconds and still gave up a basket.
Passed into the corner. Irby takes a 3. That's short. Rebound comes to Babb. Moorhead with it on the Bulldog logo. Leaves it for Babb. Gives it to Lish. Cuts back door. Ix pops out. Back out to Hannah Lish. Looks up the clock, 10 to go. Passes to Morgan Babb. She's going to look. She's taking the 3. That one's good. There's the Morgan Babb we all know as she gets her first 3 points of the day.
As you mentioned, her not being able to play that first quarter really might have hurt the team.
Irby takes a toughly contested shot. Rebound Babb. Moorhead again as this Bulldog offense looks a lot better. It's a screen. Babb takes it out to Lish. Lish gets stopped. Over to Babb. Babb getting pressured hard. It's going to be off the hand of Lish. She does regain possession. 5 to go. She drives, takes a mid-ranger, and again, Bulldogs using that whole play clock, or shot clock, excuse me, but they do convert. Now 3 for 3 on possessions in this second quarter. It's Abby Rawlings. Takes it far side, gets it back. Hudgens drives, nowhere to go. Cuts, I believe that was Madeline Steckschulte. A little miscommunication. That throw was errant. Now we're getting more back to Bulldog basketball.
Yeah, as you mentioned, just an errant pass there. Bulldogs running the zone. They're giving up that short corner, as I mentioned, but the Cardinals haven't made them pay for it yet. None of their points have come from that short corner being left abandoned.
Bulldogs on a 7-0 run the last 4 minutes or so. Ava Schultz with it. Finds Aubrey. She's going to take a long two. Short of everything, does go out of bounds. Head coach Sam Miller, not sure he's pleased with that shot.
That's not the shot attempt you want if you're the Bulldogs. I think Ix is just a little bit frustrated that she hasn't gotten anything to fall lately after starting the game.
Pass to the corner and Walburn. Now Rawlings with it. Kicked outside Walburn. Right back to Rawlings. Nice passing play. It's going to be a long two, but it goes. It's Maddie Walburn. Cuts this deficit 2-2.
That's how you beat the zone. Quick passes, finding the outside person, and it was just a quick 1-2 return to sender that found the Cardinal player wide open.
Moorhead getting hounded by Hudgens. She's just going to take it herself. We're going to call a jump ball. Will be Cardinal ball. Bulldogs are going to have a substitution come in. 6:14 remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, they're taking Moorhead out, and I think that's the right play. Just a couple plays in a row of a little bit sloppier basketball than you'd like to see from the person really engineering your offense.
Emma McElroy will come in. Her first action. Bulldogs right back to the zone. Kicked out Hudgens. Now to the corner. Into Sparks. She kicks it right again to that baseline. Driving inside the paint. Off glass. Loose. Still loose. Bulldogs do finally gather control. Hannah Lish getting hounded once again. They will call a foul this time on Kiera Hudgens. Hudgens and Rawlings have been all over these Bulldog guards.
That's what you need if you're going to run this style of defense. This just tenacious, in-your-face trap, full-court defense. You need two guards that can hound the opposing team's point guard and shooting guard.
Schultz inbounds it. Nice passing cut. Schultz does miss the layup. Now here come the Cardinals out and running. Nice drive by Waskowitz. Leaves it for Sparks. We've got a tie game at 17.
Not quite sure how you leave Sparks, that tall of a player, that wide open.
Sparks now 3 for 3, up to 7 points. Now Aubrey Hicks getting hounded. Ball is loose. Babb comes up with it. She's getting double teamed, kicks it out. McElroy drives in. She gets, I believe, blocked. Maybe she passed that. It's an unbelievable pass regardless. Schultz on the receiving end gives the Bulldogs the lead.
Yeah, we'll see if that goes into the tally as an assist or not.
Nice mid-ranger once again by Maddie Walburn. Full court pass. Ava Schultz didn't like it. Now they reset.
Schultz was calling for it prior to that, though. She was wide open.
Hannah Lish drives baseline on Rawlings. Short on the layup. Now ahead with Waskowitz. She stops. Now they get it into Sparks. Kick it out to Walburn. She's hit from there again, and she gets the and one this time. It's Maddie Walburn up to 8 points. She will head to the free throw line. I believe they called that a 2. Regardless, I believe we're going to have a timeout here by head coach Sam Miller, as Maddie Walburn has led a spark here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and that shot right there, just shooting with confidence despite the closeout, coming with speed and right over the top of the defender. You take the foul, you live with what happens, and luckily for Walburn, shot fell as well as getting the extra one chance at the line.
Aubrey Hicks picks up her second. Maddie Walburn up to 8 points. She'll look to make it 9. As we return here on Adrian College TV, you're watching women's basketball.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Welcome back to the Marilot Sport and Fitness Center. Bulldogs and Cardinals, a tight battle here late in the second quarter. 21 for Otterbein, 19 for the Bulldogs as Maddie Walburn will shoot her one free throw. Walburn didn't start this game, but is now the leading scorer. Both teams. She's done so very efficiently, shooting 60%. She hasn't missed a free throw yet. No announcer jinx this time as that ups the lead to 3. Coach Miller barking out instructions once again as McElroy gets it knocked away by Mosher. Now goes to Morgan Babb. She drives, stops, pops. Fade away too. Doesn't hit anything.
I don't think Babb knew where she was on the court.
Rebounded by Mosher, and a nice pass inside. 3 layup is Nicole Terry. A nice feed there from number 2, Abby Rollins. McElroy into Morgan Babb. Throws it to the corner. Barkowitz 3. That one's good. Bulldogs now within 2.
Yeah, Barkowitz was wide open on the backside and understood that the whole time. She started waving her arms, begging for the ball, and just cut that lead to 2.
Abby Rawlings, more dribbling. Passes it to Maddie Walburn. Already 10 seconds left. Pass inside, a tough layup. Ball is loose, batted around. Ava Schultz is open if they can get it to her. They do, and she makes it. We have a tie game at 24.
A little bit of cherry picking there from the Bulldogs, but when you're trailing, it's okay. As good job with the heads up pass.
In the corner, Walburn again, finally misses. Rebounded by Terry. Back out, sort of a mid-ranger there by Waskowitz. That one drops.
Waskowitz shot that with one hand. Don't know if that's just the way she shoots or if it was a hand slipped off the ball or something.
McElroy gives it to Barkowitz again. Gives it right back. Now they go inside to Babb. They clear out. She's going to take the mid-ranger short. Seen her be short quite a few times. Rebounded. Run the length of the court. It's Rawlings again. Rawlings, she's going to take the 3. That one's off the rim. Rebounded, though, by Waskowitz. Back out to Rawlings. To Walburn. She stops, pops the mid-ranger. That one's good. Patty Walburn has taken over this one up to 11 points. McElroy, Rawlings collide. Pass back door. I believe that foul is going to be called on Maddie Walburn. She got in the way. Going to be a baseline. Only the second foul of the quarter as we have wholesale substitutions. 7 players come in. 4 for the Cardinals, 3 for the Bulldogs. Oh, this is going to be 4 each. Hannah Lish really the only one to stay. The Bulldogs, and then Abby Rawlings staying for Otterbein. Ashlyn Moorhead comes back in, hits Lish. Lish's shot, she's short as well. Rebounded by Steckschulte. On the length of the court is Hudgens. Kicks it out to Rawlings. Flip sides to Irby. Rawlings throws it in. Goes right up as Sparks, does miss. Rebound is loose for the taking. Will be off of Madeline Steckschulte and Bulldog basketball.
That's what the Bulldogs need to do to limit the power of Sparks, as she's been dominant inside so far to start this game. I believe that's going to be her first miss of the afternoon.
Moorhead brings this up. Leinert with it. Nowhere to go. Now they get it inside. Hicks with it. Kicks it out to the corner. Licious 3. Doesn't hit anything. Rebound there, and that's going to be a foul on Danny Leinert. 54 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Bulldogs' shot's been off as of late, and when your shot's missing as often as theirs is, you just need to get it into the paint and take an easy one. Find yourself an easy look, and whether you knock that down or not, at least create better opportunities for your team.
The Bulldogs shooting 37%, 28% from three. Otterbein yet to make a three as this goes into Starks again. Throws it off the backboard. Collides hard with Hannah Lish. Pops right back up. That will be a foul on Sparks, her second.
Yeah, and for those listening at home, the Bulldogs come into today shooting 42.5% from the field, as you mentioned, under 40% so far in today's contest.
Difference really right now, Bulldogs shooting 50% from the free throw line, while Otterbein is 6 for 6. Bulldogs get it up the court quickly. It's going to be a foul on Kyla Irby. Teams, I believe, third. It is fourth. Next one will throw them into the bonus. Only 30 seconds to go in the opening half. Hannah Lish will inbound. Down staying Matoski, hits Lish. Now they go right inside. Aubrey Ix spinning, throws one up off the window. That one's good as Aubrey Ix. It's her 5th point. Only her 2nd field goal at 5 tries. Now the last possession, 10 seconds to go. Abby Rawlings. Crowd starting to get into it. Rawlings dishes it off. Now a pop. Kiara Hudgens, long two, off the front of the rim. Ball is loose, rebounded by, I believe, Ashlyn Moorhead. That will do it for the opening half. Bulldogs head to the locker room trailing 28-26.
Yeah, and they close out that half exactly how I said they should. You get the ball inside and you try to create an easier look for yourself than shooting all of these long twos and these threes that you're just not accustomed to making at a higher clip. They get the ball inside and they take the easier basket, the more team traditional basket for Ix.
Yeah, Otterbein shooting just under 40%. Actually, both teams exactly the same at 11 for 28 here at 39.3%. Otterbein yet to make a three-pointer. They've only taken 4, and Abby Rawlings has taken 3 of them. Kyla Irby, the only other one, taking one. The free throws, 6 for 6 here for Otterbein. Early on, Maddie Walburn 3 for 3. Abby Rawlings 2 for 2. And then, of course, Cameron Sparks on that and one earlier is 1 for 1. Abby Rawlings doing it really on both ends, too. 2 assists on the offensive end and then 2 steals on the defensive end. Flipping over to the Bulldogs. It's really been a story of just making shots. They're only 2 for 7 from 3. Lauren Barkowitz and Morgan Babb, each 1 for 1. It's been sort of a quieter day for some of the main Bulldogs. Like we mentioned earlier, 3 Bulldogs averaging over 12 points. Their leading scorer right now is Hannah Lish at 6, and she's only 3 for 9. 0 for 3 from 3. Bulldogs only shooting 50% from the free throw line. Have only been there 4 times. Ava Schultz and Aubrey Ix are both 1 for 2. I'll leave you with this question. What did the Bulldogs really have to do to get this offense rolling? Because 26 points and a half really isn't going to cut it.
The offense, I don't think, is as big of a concern. They have to take better control of the ball, that's for certain. However, I think the defensive side's more important. You've given up 11 first-half points to Walburn, and what that leads to is her being 2 points away from tying her season high at 13 that she had, I believe, against Anderson earlier in the season.
Yeah, all back to their first game of the year. Maddie Walburn off the bench, leading all scorers with 11. We will take a halftime break with the players. Do not go anywhere. We will have third quarter action. Otterbein University, Adrian College on AdrianCollegeTV.
Fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1:15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome back to Adrian College. Bulldogs and Cardinals in a tight one through half of the game. Bulldogs trailing Otterbein 28-26 as we head to the third quarter. Ready to explore your Adrian future? Scholarship Day lets admitted students tour campus, meet faculty, and earn a renewable scholarship. Register now at adrian.edu/admissions/visit-campus/scholarship day today. Both these teams actually shooting the exact same, like we said, going into halftime at 39.3%. As you take a look at your screen at home, we have some stats. It's been really kind of an even game, just a few more turnovers here and there, actually 11 total. And then the Bulldogs just not really hitting their free throws.
Yeah, no, the Bulldogs going 2 for 4 from the free throw line. I mean, they've made up for it from beyond the arc, but at the end of the day, you need to make those easy ones, and every single time they've gotten to the line, it's been 1 for 1.
Yeah, Bulldogs now that finally into the second half, sort of look at foul trouble, I mean, not really. Nobody has more than 2 fouls. Bulldogs, Morgan Babb and Aubrey Hicks with 2 fouls apiece. We both saw them sit down for quite a while at times in that opening half. And Cameron Sparks has 2 herself, and actually Maddie Walburn did pick up her second late in that second quarter, so they both have 2. Don't think that'll become a big factor early. I think both coaches will go back to their starting lineups, but it is definitely a thing to watch as we get later into this game.
Yeah, and I think the Bulldogs really need to stick with their starting lineup, and they need to stick with their starting lineup, but they need to change it in regards to who's bringing the ball up the court. I think it needs to be Hannah Lish bringing the ball up the court, as she's proven that she can handle the pressure being applied by the defensive press that's being applied from the Cardinals. She's fighting it off. She's dribbling well. She's changing pace. Exactly what you need to do against a full court press. On the other side of it, starting next to her at the guard spot in Ashlyn Moorhead, she's just dribbling at one speed up the court, and that's a freshman tendency against the press here, where she's not used to needing to change speeds. She's not used to needing to break down the defender and try to create for her teammates. I think if they switch those roles and let Moorhead play more as a half-court ball handler, allowing Lish to bring the ball up, I could see a lot more success for this Bulldog team.
Yeah, Moorhead did commit 3 early turnovers, still scoreless, 0 for 2 on the day. Minutes-wise, we mentioned this earlier, Otterbein coming off a game last night at 7 p.m., a quick, less than 24-hour turnaround. It's pretty even throughout. I see a lot of ladies at 11, 10, and 12 minutes, and then, of course, Abby Rawlings sitting up there at the top at 18 minutes. Don't even remember her hitting the bench. Looks like she'll start again, and then for the Bulldogs, it's been Ava Schultz down low for the Bulldogs. 18 minutes played. She's played well. She has 5 points, 4 rebounds. She's 2 for 5 from the field. See if the Bulldogs can run some more offense through her, as we are looking to be set and ready to go. Bulldogs will start out with the ball.
And it looks like they're going to stick with the same old, letting Moorhead bring the ball up the court.
Moorhead is with it. Screen from Babb. Now Babb goes in, and that pass is knocked away. Hudgens knocked that one away. Here goes Anna Lish. Now they get it into Babb. Double team comes. Babb still with it. Muscles her way to the hoop. It's rolling around, and you can count it. So we are knotted up at 28.
Yeah, and that's something you want to see, where Babb actually turned and looked at the rim.
Hudgens drives, it falls deflected. Nice hands there from Moorhead and Schultz. Be a baseline out of bounds for Steck Schulte. Actually, not baseline, it'll be a sideline out of bounds. Same result as that's deflected away this time by Hannah Lish. Steck Schulte inbounds this one. Hudgens with it. Hudgens crosses over. She's still going to drive. Nice defense from Lish. High off the window. Gets her own rebound.
It was a great move. Just not the best shot attempt there.
Dribble handoff. Cameron Sparks leaves that for Irby. Now they get it into Sparks. A nice pass. Throws it off the front of the iron. Gets it back. Irby from deep off the front of the rim. Another rebound for Otterbein. This one bounces all the way back out to Rawlings. Irby drives now with her left. Gets fouled on her way. She will shoot 2.
Bulldogs are crashing the rack aggressively to try to get the defensive rebound, but they're not boxing out their player, and what that's doing is leaving those long rebounds available for the Cardinals. Sometimes that can be a tendency that you'll find when a team is running zone, as they don't know who to box out.
Irby converts her first. It was Aubrey Hicks' 3rd foul. She will sit. Lauren Barkowitz comes on in her replace. Irby at those high arcing shots. Now on comes Darby Leinerth. Moorhead will sit.
It was easy to notice that Irby was the best shooter in the pregame warm-up and the halftime warm-up for the Cardinals.
Hudgens and Lish battling out to Babb. Trying to get it into Schultz. Nice denial defense. Now Lish is just going to drive herself. Has the slim height advantage. Over to Schultz. 5 to shoot. Anna Lish is going to take this 3. Doesn't hit anything. Schultz does get the rebound, but will be a shot clock violation.
I think they called Schultz out of bounds there, actually. I mean, nonetheless, it's the same result.
Regardless, it was going to be a turnover for the Bulldogs. Now Kiara Hudgens dribbles this one up. Finds Sparks. Right back to Hudgens. Nice backdoor cut by Irby, and she will get a free deuce. A nice pass there from Abby Rawlings. Be her 3rd assist.
Cardinals are just making work a lot quicker in the shot clock than the Bulldogs are.
Barkowitz. Now they do get it into Babb. Clear out. Babb takes the midi right away. That one is good. See if they can get Morgan Babb going. That's her 7th point. Now leads the Bulldogs. Hudgens doesn't like what she sees. Looks like they're trying to get it to Sparks. Hudgens just going to go herself off the glass. That one's good. It's this backcourt of Rawlings and Hudgens is starting to take over, and a long pass to Schultz. Does gather it underneath the back. It has the awareness. Take a dribble and reset. It's a free deuce for the Bulldogs. Irby spins into contact, blocked away by Schultz. Bulldogs can run here, have numbers. Lish is just going to settle it down. Liner into Babb. Babb takes it right away, jumps into contact, off the glass. No good, but she will shoot 2. Bulldogs try to even this one up.
Yeah, and she got Sparks to make the freshman mistake there, leaning just a little bit too much into Babb, and Babb jumps into the contact and just fires it at the window. You don't have to hit rim in order to get the foul.
Sparks now picks up her 3rd. She will sit, along with Steck Schulte and Irby. Babb's first one is nothing but net. So that was the second one, and we are all knotted up at 34.
Babb, the first Bulldog to go 100% at the line so far today, and that's not something you want to see coming into the second half of a game.
Hudgens drives it in, kicks it out. That's a 3 from Rawlings. That one's good. This backwork continues to be a pain. That's Abby Rawlings' first 3, 4 attempts.
It's the first 3 made for the Cardinals in general, sitting at 1 for 6 now, and yet they still lead by 3.
Kicks it out to Babb. Her 3's good. Anna Lish on the assist. These 2 teams now trade baskets. That is Babb's second 3. She's up to 12 points. Rawlings passes it to Walburn. She was hot in the first half. Hudgens has Schultz. 10 to shoot. Hudgens, a lot of dribbling. Gonna settle with a fadeaway off the window. Ball is loose. Getting harassed down there. Referee does call a foul, I believe on Waskowitz. That ball was just sitting there loose. Really nowhere to go for Liner.
Moorhead pulling Lish and switching spots. I liked Lish bringing the ball up the court these past couple possessions. She was doing a good job with the change of pace.
And Moorhead getting hounded by Hudgens. Does a nice job to get that one over. Backdoor cut off the hands of Liner. Good feed though from Morgan Babb. More substitutions for Otterbein.
If you're the Bulldogs, you need to set some of these screens much better a lot of just standing there and hoping someone runs into you. The point guards aren't brushing shoulders as they're going by. They're playing it a lot wider than they need to. They need to really be pushing these screens.
Rawlings kicks it out to Terry. Terry drives. They're going to call a travel on Nicole Terry. Head coach Diana Knowles palms up, disbelief. It's at the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. Right what you were talking about, they take off Lish. And then Moorhead does turn that one over. I'm not sure if that went off her foot or if it was a nice defensive play by Hudgens.
It's a lot of pressure to put on a freshman in a close game like this to drive the ball up the court, being full court pressed, especially when you have someone like Hannah Lish. I understand right now Lish is getting a breather. I understand that, but when Lish checks back into the game, which it looks like she's going to be doing coming out of the break, she needs to be bringing the ball up the court.
We will see if she will coming out of the break. We're going to head to break ourselves. You're watching women's basketball on ACTV.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
We are back. More third quarter action. Right at the 5-minute mark of the third quarter of this game. That is even as it gets. Both teams at 37. It will be sideline inbound here for Otterbein. Both these teams really shooting. Bulldogs now well over 40%. They're up to 45.5%. It's just sort of been those turnovers. They're up to 8 of them. I believe 2 of them coming in this second half.
It's been about a minute and 11 seconds since we've seen a basket in general, as that was the three-pointer from Morgan Babb. A minute and 33 seconds since we've seen the basket from the Cardinals, the other three-pointer, as they went back-to-back. And then you get the turnover. Bulldogs have not led since just under 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Like you said, Lish is in the game. Kick it back out. Here's Walburn. She gets to her spot. An awkward-looking shot. Ball is loose on the ground. It will be a jump ball, it looks like. This time it will stay with the Cardinals once again. It feels like every jump ball has gone the Cardinals' way. So they will reset the shot clock to 20. Hudgens is inbounding. Inbounds to Walburn. Gets her shot again. That one's short. She's cooled off here in the second half. Rebounded by Leinert. Leinert with it, gets a screen from Schultz. Schultz was open. They have it to Babb. Moorhead with it. Miscommunication with Schultz. No time left. A nice inbound pass by Babb. Finds Schultz on the receiving end, and that is the Bulldog lead you were talking about.
Yeah, great job cutting back door by Schultz, finding the open space and camping out.
Irby throws it to Hudgens. She's going to drive. Tough shot. Does get the whistle and the bucket. It's a nice drive there. Kiera Hudgens, only her 4th point. She's been active.
Lish is going to communicate with the coach during these free throws here, being the leader on the court.
Hudgens keeps Otterbein perfect from the stripe. Now 9 for 9. Morgan Babb's going to take this one up herself. Leaves it for Moorhead. Screen there. Pop. Babb fakes the shot, drives baseline, gets in a good position, does draw the whistle. Will be Nicole Terry on the receiving end of the foul, her second.
Babb's really been where all the offenses came from 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 for 2 from 3, 4 for 7 from the field, 12 points.
Points. She is now 3 for 3 from the line. She'll look to make it 4 for 4. She does. Bulldogs take that 1-point lead.
First player in the game to shoot 4 free throws and first player in the game to make 4.
Irby looked like she walked for a second. Hudgens with it. Takes the screen. Kicks it out. Steck-Schulte drives down the lane. Off the rim. Rebound for it. Steck-Schulte does come up with it. They go right back inside. This time it's Terry. Right on. Babb spins away with the left hand. And we go back and forth, 42-41.
It's a missed opportunity by the Bulldogs. They had a chance to draw the jump ball and gain possession back for their team.
Moorhead drives. Resets with Babb up top. Babb look back door. Thought about taking the 3. Gives it up to Moorhead. Moorhead drives into the paint. Nice feed to Babb, and she's going to go 2 more shots than we thought. They're going to call a really quick jump ball there. Bulldogs will retain. Only 5 to shoot.
That's a very odd jump ball there. Babb was on her way up.
It didn't really look like Otterbein player had the ball for that long. Regardless, they get it to Lish. I'm going to call an offensive foul. I'm not sure who on. I believe it's going to be Morgan Babb. It's going to be her 3rd as well. See how long she stays. And that answers that question. She will sit. Hudgens take this one up again. 1-point lead for the Cardinals. Leaves it for Irby. Irby just going all the way around. Doesn't get the roll. Kicked out. Mid-ranger shot from Steck-Schulte doesn't go. Rebound. Another whistle here on the Bulldogs. Some frustration. This time it's going to go on Ashlyn Moorhead.
Yeah, frustration's mounting now for the Dogs as these are whistles you can't afford to have if you're the Bulldogs, and Moorhead's going to sit down for it.
On comes Ignatoski. Rawlings comes back on as well. Leaves it for Hudgens. 15 to shoot. Gives it to Rawlings. Inbound to Terry. Nice backdoor cut and a feed. Madeline Steck-Schulte converts. Ignatoski's going to bring this one up. Just about 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Lish dribbling up top. Fakes, pops. Awkward looking shot, but it goes. Doesn't matter how pretty it is, but that one will fall. Bulldogs back within 1. Hudgens giving us no time to talk as she draws another foul. She will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, the Cardinals are working quick, and the Bulldogs aren't able to slow them down. On the flip side of the coin, the Bulldogs are getting pressed, so it's causing them to work so slow that the Cardinals are just using the defensive side of the ball to catch their breath. Obviously, except for the people pressing.
Yeah, it's been Hudgens and Rawlings really all night pressuring. Otterbein now 10 for 10 from the line. Sparks is at the table ready to check in. Hudgens knocks down a pair. Here comes Morgan Babb right away. Coach Miller putting a lot of faith in Babb to not pick up her 4th this last minute and 46 seconds.
That faith comes with the fact that having Sparks on the court, you need Babb out there to neutralize.
Lish gives it to Babb. Back to Lish. She's going to take the 3. Off the rim. Jump ball. A lot of bodies, and there is Sparks. She's towering over top of everyone. Hudgens To Irby. She shoots. Banked in again from the corner. We've seen that twice today.
Yeah, the bank's open there for Irby, and a tough angle to have it kiss off the glass and in.
Bulldogs need to slow down this little spurt from Otterbein. Anna Lish drives in. Now they get it in to Ix. She takes it off glass. Can't get it by big body of Cameron Sparks. So Abby Rawlings takes it up. Gives it to Irby. Irby drives baseline. She gets the whistle. She will shoot 2.
And that's exactly how you use a screen there. If you're the Bulldogs, you take notes on that. It was textbook as Hudgens rubbed shoulders with, I believe, Sek Schulte and left Ignatoski in the dust.
Irby finally does miss free throw. She came in to today shooting 82.6% from the line. Is the first miss for the Cardinals. They're now 11 for 12. 11 for 13 as the Bulldogs catch a break there. Both misses. About 9-second shot clock from Gabe Clock. Picked out to Hannah Lish. Pressured by Rawlings. Lish is just going to drive with her left hand. Kicks it out to the corner. Leinert leaves it for Babb. Thought about taking it. Now she's just going to back down. Loses it. Still with it. Reversed off glass. Whistle is blown. A late whistle. Babb will shoot 2 with 13 seconds to go.
Yeah, the Bulldogs, they're posting up and they're taking advantage of mismatches. The issue is that when they're posting up, they're keeping their back to the basket the whole time, and they're only thinking about scoring. If you're only going to think about scoring from the post-up position, face the basket on occasion. Look to actually get a good shot.
Babb connects on the first. Look to make this a one-score game heading into the fourth. Head coach Miller, see if he takes out Babb for this possession just so she doesn't pick up her fourth along with Ix. Big 13.3 seconds here, Bulldogs. Keep this a one-score game. Rawlings with it. Bench is counting it down. Rawlings still with it. Pick and pop. Shot by Walburn at the buzzer. That one's good. They're going to say a long 2. Referee was on it right away. But Maddie Walburn, they're really a slower third quarter. Does pick up 2 points. She leads their team. 13 points off the bench. Shooting 50% while doing so.
Yeah, that ties her season high from the first game of the season when they played Anderson. Now she's just one free throw away from having her season high in points. And for the sophomore out of Jackson, averaging 8.5 points per game and 4 assists. I'm sure she'd love to tally up some more points here to finish out this game.
Every Otterbein player who has played at least a minute has scored. Can't say the same for the Bulldogs. It's been more of a collective effort from both teams. Morgan Babb does lead all scorers. Very efficient, 16 points, only 4 of 7 shooting. 6 for 6 from the line and 2 for 2 from 3. Look to run the offense through her as we head to the fourth quarter. Actually, we're going to keep it right here. That was a quick intermission there. But we're going to keep it right here. We're just going to jump right back into the action.
Looks like it's going to be sideline out of bounds from about half court, and I believe it'll be the Cardinals starting with possession, if I'm not mistaken.
Ix and Babb do start this one. You are right. It will be Waskowitz inbounding this one. Sparks with 3 fouls, Ix and Babb with 3. As we start this fourth quarter, Bulldogs trailing by 5. Bulldogs back to that zone. Kicked out here to the corner. Irby drives in the lane, kicks it out. Walburn, there's the the season high. Not sure if it's career. She is up to 15. Hannah Lish brings it up for the Bulldogs in danger time, down 7. Toski leaves it. Here is Hannah Lish. Back out to Babb. Kicked it inside to Ix. She gets hit hard, kicks it out. Good look, Ava Schultz for 3. That one's long and off the backboard. Didn't touch the rim. Now Walburn with it. Leaves it for Rawlings. Into the corner, drives baseline. Waskowitz loses it. Walburn does pick it back up. Still 15 to shoot. See if they get Walburn. Another good look. Goes into Sparks. Ix with good defense, but Sparks right over the top. And a quick timeout from head coach Sam Miller, and the Bulldogs find themselves down 9.
Yeah, it's a very smart timeout from Coach Miller, as need to have a word real quick to try to get your team back involved in this game mentally, as you start to check out when you're down 9, but they aren't out of this game. There's still just under 9 minutes remaining to go. Bulldogs could easily claw their way back.
Really even game, just it's now the bench points starting to really take over this game. Now up to 23 for Otterbein. Of the 54 points, of course, 15 coming from Maddie Walburn. Only 7 bench points for the Bulldogs. Gonna have a lot of issue winning games. That little contribution. We'll head to a short break. We'll have more women's basketball next on ACTV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
And welcome back. More Bulldog basketball on the horizon. Just a reminder, ACTV is fully student-ran. ACTV broadcast, fully student-ran. Of course, you got Sean Whitmer, myself, Jack Whitehead up in the booth. Connor Atwell is our director. Alexander Grove is running the top cam. Students call the shots around here, literally. Let's get back into more game action. Morgan Babb will inbound. Desperation time here for the Bulldogs. Got to keep this single digits. Anna Lish trying to find Ix. Down low, Babb also. Babb's just going to drive on Sparks, gets tripped up. That is Sparks' 4th foul. I believe that's going to take her out of the game for quite a while. This is really where the Bulldogs have to get in that paint.
Yeah, without Sparks on the floor, this is where you need to get offensive rebounds. You need to take advantage of the lack of size down low.
Inbound play finds Ix up top, leaves it for Linearth. She drives, kicks it back out to Ix. She shoots way short. Rebounded by Rawlings. Rawlings passes to the corner. It's Walburn again. Likes not to shoot this time. Rawlings drives. Pop Waskowitz. That one doesn't go. Rebound by Lish. Anna Lish running full court from behind. Rawlings takes that one away.
Absolute pickpocket there.
Corner 3 from Irby, touching the roof. Misses everything. Fortunately for the Bulldogs. Falls into the lap. Irby's going to drive again. This one's short as well. Deflected out of play. Otterbein will retain. I think head coach Diana Knowles has had enough of Irby for now, as she's now 2 for 11. Hasn't been close on some misses. A tough place to inbound. Nice play by Walburn. Leaves it for Hudgens. 4 to shoot. Not sure if they realize that. Walburn does. Long 2. No good. Rebound and got up for the foul. is Nicole Terry. Bulldogs just cannot get a defensive rebound. Terry will shoot 2.
A lot of it is positioning as the Bulldogs just aren't boxing out. They're trying to rush the glass, and it's not working.
Hicks picks up her 4th. She sits. Another free throw made, this time by Terry. Terry, an 80% free throw shooter, makes both. Bulldogs all of a sudden down 11. Just over 7 minutes to go. Babb brings it up. Leaves it for Lish. Trying to get it into Babb. They do. That door wide open. Now a long 2. That one's off the rim. Linerth can't get that one to fall. Nice outlet pass to Walburn. She's just going to take it herself. Fade away 2 again. Maddie Walburn up to 17 and another timeout for head coach Sam Miller. Bulldogs starting to let this one drift away. That lead is up to 13.
Yeah, and they really haven't stopped Walburn in this quarter. They neutralized her for the most part in that third. They just gave up that one basket to end the third, and then Walburn carried the momentum here in the fourth. If the Bulldogs want to come back, they not only need to stop Walburn, but they also need to crash the glass. Defensively, they are just giving up way too many offensive rebounds. It's almost as if they're not even trying to grab the boards in there.
The Bulldogs are going to need a fierce comeback. We're going to take a short break with coaches. We will come back next on ACTV.
Your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Welcome back to ACTV. Bulldogs in a hole, down 13, 7 minutes to go. While we were at break, you pointed something out. Something looks a little bit off for those offensive rebounds for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, well, I was just talking about it before we went to break, that they are just giving up so many offensive rebounds. Otterbein is 4 offensive rebounds away from having as many offensive rebounds as the Bulldogs have defensive rebounds.
Yeah, Otterbein with 12 offensive rebounds. Really not going to win many games. A lot of that is coming from Abby Rollins, who's 5'3". She has 7 rebounds total in this game. Regardless, Bulldogs are going to have to box out a lot better. So we hit the 7-minute mark. Now or never time as Ashlyn Moorhead brings this up. They find Lish. Thought about it, didn't take it. Get it into Babb, over to Lish. Her three-pointer. That one's good. Big need for the Bulldogs. Now within 10. This is where they need some stops on the defensive end. Terry with it up top. Leaves it for Hudgens. Excuse me, that was Rawlings. This is Hudgens. Leaves it for Steckschulte. Get it into the post. Babb with hands up. Too easy. Once again, this time Nicole Terry gets the easy deuce. Quick look at a three and a tough layup there from the angle. Morgan Babb loses the rebound. This is played to the corner. Hudgens with it. Drives on Lish. Kicks out to the corner. This three from Steckschulte. No good. Rebound. There you go. Ashlyn Moorhead wins that one. Nice feed ahead to Lish. She will get the free throws. Referee waited a little bit there, but it is a block. She will head to the line for 2. Try to make this a 10-point game.
On that offensive rebound attempt there for the Bulldogs on the other side, it was, I believe, Babb going for the offensive rebound, had it in her hands, And it was Ignatoski who actually ripped it out of her hands and gave it to the Cardinals to go the other way.
Yeah, for Lish, 1 for 6 from the free throw line early in the year. Now 2 for 7. She's going to need both of these. Bulldogs keeping themselves in this. Doesn't make both somehow. That ball half in. Now Rawlings brings it up, trying to get it into the post again to Terry. They do. Babb trying to defend her, but once again, excuse me, that time it was Sparks. Excuse me. It was Cameron Sparks, and she is now making the Bulldogs' life not fun, and she's up to 11 points. Cross court to Schultz. Back up top to Hannah Lish. They do get it into Morgan Babb. On Sparks, tough mid-range shot. Uncontested rebound.
Bulldogs are deciding to shoot before they even know who's guarding them or what the look looks like.
Hudgens drives on Lish. Tough fadeaway shot. Good again. Everything falling for Otterbein College now. Moorhead's bringing this up. Throws it over to Lish. Back up top to Babb. Throws it over. Babb gets it back. Looking to drive on Sparks. Right into the body. Gets the contact, absorbs it, and makes it. No foul called. Walburn doing it all night. Finally misses a mid-ranger. Bulldogs got to go. I believe there's maybe a cut. Some blood maybe on Maddie Wolvern's hand.
Yeah, it looked like an official timeout right away, and if you're Maddie Walburn, you're hoping you can come back into this game 3 points away from tying her career record. Collegiate, at least, career record. She scored 20 points back in February, so that would be last season against Marietta. 9 for 12 in that game.
7 for 14 tonight, 17 points. Bulldogs looking to score quickly and often. At this 4-minute mark. Get it into Ix. Right on Sparks. Ix kicks it out. Lish with a good look. Off the rim. Rebound does come to Ix. Leaves it for Babb. Babb drives in. Absorbs contact. Doesn't get it to fall. Rebound falls to Kyla Irby. Outlet feed to Hudgens. She's going to stop. Now just winding the clock. Into Sparks on Babb. Sparks backdoor cut. Nice extra pass to Irby. Her three-pointer, that one doesn't fall. It's been a rough night for Irby. Maddie Walburn sprinting back to the bench. She looks ready to come back in. Lish gets called for a travel. Big defensive play by Abby Rollins once again. Coach Miller does not seem too pleased.
Well, the amount of open cutters in this game has actually been absurd for the Bulldogs, and the fact that they've only hit them maybe 2 out of 10 times in today's contest has really been what's cost them. If you take the fact that the Bulldogs have been sat wide open on the block with no one guarding them on multiple different occasions, on the last time down, the Bulldogs had Lish wide open underneath the net. And instead, Babb dribbled it and ended up taking a layup with 2 people draped all over it.
It's been a rough evening for the Bulldogs so far, especially in this fourth quarter. Only 6 points to their name. Remember, we went into halftime, Bulldogs trailing by 2. Otterbein outscored Adrian by 3 in the third, and now they're outscoring them by 8 in the fourth quarter. All doing so while they've made 1 3-pointer all game. It's been all really collective effort. Maddie Walburn at the mid-range all day today, and then Cameron Sparks wreaking havoc on the inside, on the offensive side of the floor and the defensive side. Bulldogs are going to need a miracle. Come back in this one, down by 13 with 3 minutes to play. Referee's talking. Not sure what about. They're going to get a new ball.
Ball might have got some of that blood on it. So, yep, they are cleaning the ball and grabbing a brand new fresh one. It's an odd timing for them to just now realize that there was blood on that ball, considering the fact that Walburn left the game about a minute and a half ago due to the blood. We're just now realizing that there was blood on the ball. I think they would have checked that when they kicked Walburn out of the game.
You would think, but not. Now a good actual pressure there by Babb and Lish, forcing Otterbein to call one of those timeouts. Still have 3 remaining. Doesn't mean much, but take a short break here and come back. 2:54 remaining in the 4th quarter on ACTV.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
And we are back for the remainder of the 4th quarter. 2:54 left. Otterbein leading Adrian College 64-51. Madeline Stick-Schulte will inbound. Gets it in easily to Hudgens. Hudgens working downhill. Leaves it for Irby and Sparks. I'm going to call a travel on Sparks. One of the few things she has not done well today. Only her first turnover.
Bulldogs just not. They have 4 people down the court, or 3 people down the court with one person inbounding it and one person getting mugged by 2 defenders.
Lish 3. Off the side of the rim. Ix going after it. Saves it. Now a nice feed ahead. That should be off the leg. I believe should be. A fan right below us asking the referees to check a replay. See who that ball went out off of. Will stay with Otterbein. Stick-Schulte leaves it for Irby. Rawlings drives baseline. Throws it away. It's only her 2nd turnover committed to. Her 5 assists. Bulldogs get another chance here in Babb.
I like the switch to Lish bringing the ball up the court as of late for the Bulldogs.
Get it into Ix. Goes up on Sparks, makes it. Bulldogs are going to need to keep up this full court pressure. Cause some turnovers. Rawlings just brings it over fairly easily. Rawlings throws it almost over the head of Kiera Hudgens, only standing at 5'4". Otterbein doing a good job of winding down the clock. Only 6 to shoot. Corner into Sparks. She gets hounded. And a whistle is blown with 1 second on the shot clock. I believe that's going to be Aubrey Ix's 5th. Aubrey Ix will be done for the night. Finishes with 7 points, 5 rebounds, and a block.
And fans wanted a jump ball on that, and based on what we've seen earlier in the game with the fast jump ball on the other end, I think it's a reasonable request to just have it called the same way on both sides.
Just a backbreaker with 1 second on the shot clock. Timeout is going to be charged here to, I believe, Otterbein. 1:25 to go. Take a last break with them. We'll come back and finish the fourth quarter next on ACTV.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
And we are back. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounding from the baseline will be Otterbein, holding an 11-point lead. Cameron Sparks has been at 4 fouls for quite some time. She's playing smart, though. Has a nice evening. Just above her average in points and just below her average in rebounds. Hudgens inbounds this. Steck Schulte had an open layup. They could get it to her quicker. Back out to Irby. Switching sides to Rollins. 10 to shoot. In goes Hudgens on Lish. Kicks it out. Steck Schulte jumps into contact. Doesn't get it. Does get the rebound. It's been the story of the afternoon. I believe the Bulldogs were trying to foul there. Now they do. Abby Rawlings will now shoot 2, or she shoots, well, 100% from the free throw line. No, it won't, actually. Bulldogs have only committed 3 fouls. See if we play this foul game for the remainder of the minute.
As Coach Miller verbally saying, come on, foul. Like, almost like, well, what are we doing?
They do foul. Bulldogs now, the next foul will put them over the limit. Probably do not want to foul either of Hudgens and Rawlings. They're going to foul Irby, it looks like. Irby on the season is 82% from the line. I want to say the game's officially over, but the foul game down 11 with 55 seconds left. Maybe a little bit overkill. Regardless, if they start missing free throws, and I'm going to sound like an idiot, but Irby does make it. Impressive day from the charity stripe for Otterbein, now up to 14 of 16. (15 of 17), upwards of 90%-ish. Bulldogs need to score in a hurry. They get it into Babb, goes on Sparks. Does get the layup to go. Pressure, keep it up on Hudgens. Passes across to Rawlings. And they do foul her, 38 seconds to go.
That last basket gave Babb 20 points on 6 for 11 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, 6 for 6 from free throw.
She's played well.
She's had 3 fouls, but other than that, she's played phenomenally. I would say the only thing I wish I would have seen more out of her was the rebounding category, considering playing on the court for 28 minutes and only grabbing 2 rebounds as one of the taller players on the court for the Bulldogs.
They do make both, upping it to a 13-point lead once again. Moorhead, a lot of dribbling.
Especially for someone in Babb who averages 7.3 rebounds per game. So Babb is 5.5 rebounds away from getting to her average on today's contest, and that's been the big discrepancy, has been who can clean the glass and who can't.
Abby Rawlings for Otterbein came in 9 rebounds in 4 games. She's up to 7 rebounds. Pretty efficient, 9 points, 2 for 5. Kyla Irby, 2 for 12. But other than that, it's been efficient basketball, just above 40. Actually, both teams sitting at 42%. Bulldogs with a .5 edge in field goal percentage, shooting 28% from 3, really at their season averages for most. Above their season average in free throw percentage. It's just been a few lulls in scoring, a few uncharacteristic turnovers, a few timely baskets from Maddie Walburn. Bulldogs, 25 seconds to go. We hope that's our last timeout taken. So this is inbounded to Lish. It's a screen from Babb. Lish drives in, takes the contact, and she will shoot 2.
Those are the looks if you're the Bulldogs you were hoping to get earlier, and just a little too late here.
Lish, this is a good time to work on the free throws. She makes that one look easy. See what the second one is looking like. Makes that one as well. Bulldogs have hit their free throws down the stretch. Just a matter of getting too far behind. Now Rawlings dribbles it to Irby. Gives it up to Rawlings. Don't think the Bulldogs are going to foul anymore. So we will tick down, and this will be the final. Bulldogs drop their second game of the season. Another ACTV news. Bulldogs NCAA hockey team is currently up 6-2 on Lawrence University after winning yesterday's game by a score of 7-1. Women's NCAA ice hockey is in action against Lawrence as well, back in Lawrence, and they're up 7-1. Pretty good day on the rink, as the men's D2 team also won. Men's D3 will be in action starting in 13 minutes against Lawrence Tech, but that will do it. Must here, Bulldogs do fall 68-57. All in all, just never really got into a flow on offense or defense, really.
No, and at the end of the day, the offensive rebounding statistic really tells the story. 13 offensive rebounds for the Cardinals, 6 for the Bulldogs, 19 defensive rebounds. So only a discrepancy of 6 rebounds between their offensive and the Bulldogs' defensive. They also grabbed 21 defensive boards.
Yeah, a very good performance here by Otterbein. Not really sure how they were going to come in playing 20 hours ago at Alma College, or at Alma University. Regardless, only putting up 46 points. They came in pretty good Bulldog defense, hanging 68. They will now travel to Carnegie Mellon, play at 6 p.m. on December 2nd. Bulldogs will play Wittenberg next. I believe that will be here. It will be Tuesday, November 25th at 6 p.m. The last game before Thanksgiving break, and then they will be in action at Olivet College on December 3rd, kicking off MIAA action.
Yeah, that game on Tuesday will be Remington Gilniak on play-by-play and Michael Hale on color for that one. So good luck to them on their call for the final game before Thanksgiving break, as the rest of the weekend has the Bulldogs men's Division III team taking on Lawrence Tech tomorrow. That'll be on ACTV. Puck drop around 4 o'clock. And the actual final game before Thanksgiving break, men's Division I will face off against Indiana Tech. Puck drop set for 7:05. Myself and Alex Herman will be on the call.
Alex Herman picking up the win today in net for the men's Division II. Shout out to him. I believe you said 35 saves in the win. Convincing win once again, as they're off to a good start. That is going to do it from us here at ACTV. For Sean Whitmer, Jack White, we want to thank you for tuning in to women's basketball. And as always, go Bulldogs.